I was just thinking about my inspiration in music and in art, and I realized it's people who freed me, right?
Yeah, yeah.
There was actually a Vice documentary about another like group of polyamorous people who dressed up like unicorns. It was totally corny. They were like just clubbing a clubbing polycule. And one of the girls was so iconic, and her in her room she had all these like very badly painted self-portraits that were very like fantastical. And her room was filled with these self-portraits, and I was like, you can just paint self-portraits of yourself and they don't even have to be good. And so that's when I started my like self-portrait series, because those are all magical pictures of me. And it's not like I was copying her style. It was just like they were not very well done, like technically speaking, but they brought the energy. Like they were so inspirational in the sense that it freed me to be being able to paint that way. And the same with music. Like my musical inspiration is like, does like you said, it doesn't really make sense for like the music that I make, but it's like Lana Del Rey, the Cramps, the B-52s. Maybe the B-52s is like closer to what I sound like, but people will ask me like, where's this coming from? Like, this doesn't sound like anything else I've ever heard. And it's because, like you said, it's just me, and I'm freeing myself through my inspirations. Like, oh, the Cramps is singing like that. Tom Waits is singing like that. Like I can sing however I want.
Right.
I'm free. I'm inspired.
Yeah. I always find your Tom Waits like pretty interesting. Like I didn't expect that from you to like Tom Waits. But yeah, I agree
He's
with you.
free, right?
I know.
Tom Waits is the best.
That's what I'm saying. And if your identity is gonna shine through no matter what.
Even if you're copying someone.
Even if you're copying someone, that's the thing.
You might as well lean into it.
Yeah, if you're all about it, you're gonna find your own voice, and that's true for every art form. Yeah, so identity is important. If you're not gonna go down finding out who you are, then identity theft is the next best thing.
Like find someone you like and copy them.
Yeah, which is a lot of people do that.
I've been thinking a lot about painters who studied under other painters. Right. Like even Hilma F. Klint. Clint studied under somebody. And then like there's the Mark Ryder. I don't know if you know who that is, like the big eye. And then he was married to him, and she paints in the exact same style as him. And I was recently painting a picture, and I was like, it's so interesting. Like you look up painting tutorials, and there's really no one right way to paint. There's like, here's a way I paint. Here's a way I was taught to paint. But really it's not like there's a right way and a wrong way. There's a way that can look more realistic. There's a way that can look more X, Y, or Z, but it's a total like reality where you can just do whatever you want. And the truth is nobody's doing anything exactly the same anyway. So it's just so interesting. Like as you study with people, you sort of learn the techniques that they learn, but your art also becomes more like their art.
Yeah, I think there's art forms that sort of transcend style and become a sort of language that anyone could adopt. And that's true for some like forms of painting or whatever in art.
Like what?
Like whoever created pointillism, right? There's a bunch of people who do pointillism because that style had an easier time translating itself into like a style that everyone can use. Whereas there's some styles where like if you were to copy them, you'd be like, yo, why are you doing so and so? You're like drawing just like them. But there's other styles that have an easier transition into like this sort of like broader collective that anyone can really adopt and make their own, you know?